Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mellissa and today I'm going to be doing tips on summer makeup. Now I know I've already done a kind of video like this, but I feel like I've grown to know makeup a bit more, so I'm going to do another one. Alright, so before I start, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be doing a bunch more makeup videos, and if you want to kind of vote on what makeup videos I'm going to be doing next, or just videos in general, then make sure you head to my Instagram. I'll put the handle on screen and in the description, so you can check out my polls on my Instagram story. Let's get into the tips. My first tip of all, this just applies all the time: lotion your face. My second tip is make sure to apply some sunblock, because you can still get sunburn underneath your makeup, so this is really important, especially for my pale watchers out there. Also, if you don't have any sunblock or you think you don't really need it, you can always see that there is SPF on the back of some foundations, so that is also something you should look out for. And of course, we prime. Here I'm using my e.l.f. foundation. It is really good coverage and it isn't heavy at all. If you have a foundation that is like this, I would suggest using that as opposed to a liquid foundation or a more sheer foundation. My next tip is to conceal, but when you conceal, also make sure you use your concealer for a highlighter and your contour, and you want to make sure this is all with a cream or liquid concealer. You don't need to have a whole palette for like 2 shades for your contour. You can just get a normal kind of liquid one, but this is what I have, so don't use powder. Just make sure you stick to your creams and do all of that highlighting, contouring process with your concealers. Sorry guys, I just think I've got a rash here, so just combed it off. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now we've got all of that done. When you conceal and contour with a cream, it really makes you look more radiant because it looks very natural, very skin-like, as opposed to powder where you can just see the actual makeup on it. So yeah, that's what I like. At this stage, remember, no powder, nothing of the sort. If you do have like the cream blush or like anything like that, go ahead and put it on. My cheeks are always red when I go outside, or I just get a bit hot, so, and that always shows through my makeup no matter how hard I try. So I'm just not going to put any blusher on, especially because I only really have powder blush. The next stage is eyebrows. Now with eyebrows, it can be a bit complicated. If you do touch your eyebrows quite a lot throughout the day, I wouldn't suggest putting on a gel product on your eyebrows. But also, if you just want to do like a tiny bit to kind of sharpen up the edge, then I would suggest that alone, because powder, it kind of stays around for longer, and because you already have hair on your eye, I can't tell what makeup is, and gel also looks really shiny when it's sweating, like, yeah, so you might want to use powder to kind of make sure they don't smudge too much and that they are more stable. And for this, I'm just going to be using my HD Pro Brow palette from Makeup Revolution. I will be getting a new palette soon because this one is just broken. Also, another tip: bigger brows are better. If you do have thin eyebrows, you don't need to really worry about it. You can always just make them a bit bigger. There's no harm in it. Also, big brows are just also very natural and very attractive now. I really like seeing big brows in people. Also, another tip, don't put powder before you put gel because it will look very clumpy. Wow, my eyebrows are so different. It looks okay. And I'm just going to conceal my eyebrows. The next thing you want to focus on are the eyes, and I have quite a few tips for the eyes and eyeshadow, eyelashes, blah blah blah, all of that. So the first thing that I like to do is just get rid of any foundation, any concealer, anything that's on my eyelid, because I just feel like it gets very cakey. And because you can clearly see where I've just taken it away, just use your finger to blend it, kind of. Just make sure you rub out all the makeup and just blend it back. And then we're going to prime. Always remember to prime everything. I'm just going to be using Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix Eye Primer. Again, we can just blend this in. Okay, so when putting on eyeshadow and whatnot, you want to make sure you go for bright colours, because as everyone always says, the sun brings out a different colour in the eye, or a better colour for their eyes, and you want to make sure your eyes pop, like really. So as you can maybe tell, my eyes are like dark green, and there are two kind of colours that do make it pop. Red pinky colours and purple. For brown eyes I would suggest blue greens to make your eyes pop, and then for blue eyes I would suggest reds, orange, them kind of colours. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't want to go for a colour that's the same colour as your eye though, because then it just kind of doesn't make it look as cool, you know? Okay, so a palette that would just generally suit any eye colour is this MUA eyeshadow palette called Poptastic. It has pretty much all the colours, they're all shiny, I think a couple are matte. Pretty good for everything, but I'm gonna go for a different kind of palette. Tip number something. If you do have like green eyes, you can use blush as an eyeshadow because it looks so good. I keep doing this because it just makes my eyes pop and I just love it. So I'm actually going to start off with this very dull pink because this palette is so prominent. If you're feeling like doing a cut crease look, then that could definitely work because you will start to see some creases in your makeup. Or you can already see my under eye is already creasing. So I'm just gonna use a beauty blender and just blend that out. And yeah, my eyes will crease very quickly. So what I want to do is actually do a cut crease look. And yeah, I already have a couple cut crease eye looks, so if you want to go check them out to see how it's done, then I'll leave it in the eye box. I'm not sure which way it is. I think it's this way. Yeah, this way. Yeah. And I'm just going to blend it out with a buff brush, because this really helps blend out the cakiness and keep the kind of stickiness, if that makes any sense at all. And I'm actually just going to use a purple and apply that just on this crease here. And I'm going to be using a purple from the Give Them Nightmares palette by Makeup Revolution. We're using this kind of, I'm going to be using this shiny colour here. Okay, so now I've got this kind of light, bright eye look going on, and it's kind of making my eyes pop a little bit more, I think. I really like it, and just doing something that's pretty simple, that's just very bright, very colourful, I think is so cute. And just always match it to what you're wearing. I'm just wearing a white dress, like, yeah, it's a really ugly dress. I'm just wearing this really basic white vest dress thing, so anything's gonna match at the moment. That is that. If you want to do eyeliner, I do own eyeliners, so if you're feeling about doing eyeliner, then I would suggest there's a certain way to do it. And what you want to do is, where your outer crease is, your outer corner is, you don't want your eyeliner to connect there, you want it to connect to your actual lash line, because when you like blink and look down, it will smudge and go downwards and it won't look nice at all. But yeah, if you want to do eyeliner, don't be afraid to use black eyeliner, just make sure you do it to connect to your lash line instead of your outer corner, because then it will smudge and it will not be nice at all. Now, you know the usual things, curl your eyelashes. And now, something that is super duper important is to use waterproof mascara. I don't own waterproof mascara. I do have a waterproof mascara, but it's just because I hate using it, so it's just a really bad Primark one. I'm not dissing Primark, but it's not the best. Waterproof mascara is the best in summer because it doesn't smudge as easily, and it doesn't I should just give up. You know, waterproof mascara is the best. It doesn't smudge. If you do end up getting into a little water fight, it won't have like the worst. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let me just... Okay, so now we've got that, and of course if you're gonna wear fake eyelashes, I wouldn't suggest putting mascara on them just because there's no need to, and it will, if you're wearing fake lashes, then they won't smudge, like, just because they don't do that. So that is another tip. Highlighter, go crazy. I've been using the same highlighter for ages. It's the MUA iridescent gold colour. I love it. And do you know what? One powder highlighter won't kill your entire look. And also, I have tried liquid highlighters, and putting them on top of all your makeup, it can just ruin it. So it's always good to put on a highlighter. You can go crazy with it because, like, highlighter can make your makeup look much more dewy and very, not natural, but give it a nice glow, give it something that it's missing, and it really is just the hype with makeup. So I would definitely suggest doing that. So I'm done with eyes now, and the final thing is to focus on a lips, a foundation. So with lips, number one rule of summer: no matte lipsticks. Like, if you have satin lipsticks, that's fine. And I just want to say this now, I don't really support matte because they do test on animals, and I just think that's gross. Like, you don't need to do that to produce makeup. And I bought all of my MAC products before I found this out and before I stopped supporting them. This lipstick is technically a matte lipstick, but it's actually satin because it doesn't like dry or creasy. You can rub it, and yeah, so you can use satin lipsticks like that, but just not like lip glosses, these kind of ones that dry and you can't take away because they crack and then they just look gross because they get all built up, especially if you put another layer on. Once you have it on, it just looks awful. What I would suggest is just nice lip glosses or even Vaseline. Clear lip glosses are really cute. I have this like lip gloss. It's from, where is it from? Oh, I Heart Makeup. It's like a Makeup Revolution brand thingy. And it just is really cute. I love it. It's different from all my normal colours, and it's just like gives it a pop, you know, and it kind of matches like pink. So I just think it's super cute. And the only thing you should be using to set is a makeup setting spray, which is nice. Refreshing. And yeah, I'm just using the Makeup Revolution Zero. Oh wait, no, wrong one. This one, the Pro Fix Makeup Fixing Spray. Any setting spray will work, just no powder setting. Thanks guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel because I will be posting a bunch more. And as I said in the beginning, check out my Instagram. Or did I say that in the beginning? Who knows? Check out my Instagram anyway, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see anything in specific, you can DM me on Instagram or you can comment down below. Any is your option. And yeah, if you haven't seen my last video, click, I don't know how I'm going to edit this. So if you haven't seen my last video, make sure to check it out. And plus, so thanks for watching guys, and bye.